The thesis began as a paper written in Dr. Mueller's seminar on Congress class, a graduate seminar. Um, I was interested in the members of Congress and where they come from.
You went on to decide to write a thesis on this and to really expand that. And I view my role as being part facilitator, of helping you find sources, particularly in the scholarly literature, trying to ground your research in other findings out there so that you can explain how this fits into political science knowledge. And then helping you think about some of the big questions. And it's been really interesting to watch that evolve and watch your skills as both a data collector, the real practical aspect of research, and a writer really evolve. I thought your research really turned into something more interesting because some of your results were so surprising. It wasn't surprising to me that you found that there are more women, a few more women in Congress than there used to be. But some of the other variables that you looked at, to me, were really intriguing and raised other questions. So why don't you tell us a little bit about what some of those factors are that you found? How is Congress changing slowly?
I was trying to think of all kinds of different variables that I might code for in this project, and I took a lot of these ideas from research articles that we had read in your class, and was trying to determine what personal factors of members of Congress might make a difference in their electoral success. And so I did code for things like gender, I coded for occupational background, I coded for age, racial status, I coded for religion, and a number of these things did yield some pretty interesting results. Also, what's interesting is some of the religious diversity that we're seeing in Congress now. For instance, the 110th Congress, which was elected in 2006, it included the first two Buddhists ever elected to Congress, the first two Muslims ever elected to Congress. So starting to see some really interesting changes that are likely to be enduring.
One thing I wonder about is a lot of research right now suggests that Congress is ineffective. And there are some measures that suggest that it is ineffective. But maybe it's just an evolution occurring?
I think that that might have something to do with it. You know, the electorate and the general population here in the United States, there's not unanimous agreement among the voters. The fact that there may be more disagreement and there may be more people pulling in different directions as opposed to moving in the same direction, I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. I think that may be an evolution. That may be just reflective of the fact that the U.S. House of Representatives may be more representative today than ever.